Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to show you how to install express.js and also about the folder structure of the express.js framework. And apart from that, we will also create some basic APIs in this video. Okay, we will understand about the middleware. We will understand about the request, that get request, post request, put request, patch request, and and we will create a REST API also using express.js. Okay, so going with the definition first, I'm starting with the definition. What is an express.js? An express.js is a framework of node.js. Okay, express.js is a framework of node.js. Then what is a node.js? A node.js is basically a JavaScript runtime, okay, which runs on Google Chrome V8 engine, okay, which runs on Google Chrome V8 engine. So, what is V8 engine then? A V8 engine is nothing but a inbuilt Chrome engine for running the JavaScript files. Okay. Now, let us start with something basic. Let us start with installation of express.js. Okay, so in this video let us install the express.js application. So I will install the express.js framework. So I will use the desktop only. Okay, ls. uh, First, how can we install the express.js application? How can we install the express.js framework? Okay, so for that you have to first use the express generator. Express generator. Huh? Uh, this is my command, that is, as my express generator is already being installed, so I'm going to show you what is the command here. So I will use npm I minus g express generator. Going with one by one, what is npm? uh, npm is stands for node package manager. Okay, npm stand for node package manager. I stand for install. G, it means that here it is minus g, that is a flag that stands for install globally. It means you can access from anywhere. Okay, in terminal you don't have to be on the specific directory for accessing the uh, whatever package you have installed globally. Then we have express generator. What is express generator? This will install, this is for installing the framework of express.js. Okay, this is for installing the framework of express.js, and it will install a global command called express in our terminal. So as I have run already, I have express generator in my system right now. I have already installed it, so you can give it a go. Now, what issue you may face? You may face the issue that permission denied. Okay, this can come often. So there is actually two ways to solve this issue. I will say use the first way. First way is like you have to give a sudo. Okay, you have to become a root user for installing the application. It means sudo npm I minus g express generator. Okay. Yeah. Then and the is second way is to change the permission of global file global npm packages. So it will give you a path. You have to go to that path and you have to use chmod minus r, whatever permission you want to give, like read write 777, and to that particular directory. Okay. Yeah. So is it clear till here? Yeah. Okay. Now I will install a express app framework here in desktop. So I will create a directory YouTube videos. Okay. If you face any trouble or if you have any problem in understanding, you can comment in the video and I will go with the comment and I will try to solve every problem that you are facing. Okay. So I hope that you understood that on installing the express generator globally, you will get an express command. So I will use express and my project name. If you want to know what are the features supported, you can type express help. Oh, sorry, you can use express help. This will give you an idea of everything. Like you can use express minus minus version in order to get the version, like minus minus version. So this will return the version of express. Currently I'm using 4.1 6.1. Okay. Then if you are using something like express minus minus something called EJS, it means like your project name space minus minus EJS, then it will configure the EJS engine support. What is this EJS? What is this pug? What is this HBS? This is nothing but the extension of the view engine. It means like we have .html. So .html is also an extension, but it is actually not supported. So there is certain view engine that is being supported in expressions. Like for PHP, it is .php. So you can write the PHP code in dot if your file extension is of .php. Similarly, we have different type of view engine that is .pub, EJS, HBS. I will use handlebars. Okay. Now we can use minus minus CSS in order to add the style sheet engine support. Okay. And then minus minus force is for forcing, and minus h or minus minus help is output usage information. So these are all about this. So I will create a project. So okay, shit, I will clear it. Okay. So I want to create a project. So I will navigate to YouTube videos. Clear. Then I will type express and the project name. Project name can be anything. Okay. Suppose I want to create a I want to create something called social network. So I will say social network. Okay. And I will add the template engine HPS. I will hit it. So now, if we will navigate to our desktop and that folder in which we are in, like YouTube videos, so there, when we will open that particular folder, we can see that we have a social network folder which is automatically created. Okay. Yeah. So that is a social network folder that is automatically created. Now what we are supposed to do here is quite simple, that we can see that there is a different folder that is present here. We have package.json, we have app.js, we have a views here, and then we have routes, then we have public, we have bin. So I think it is good to go through each folder one by one, that what actually is uh, these all files that is present here. And or we can do one thing. We can it means like open a project in my VS code, and I will show you how actually each of the file works. Okay, so let us open the project in VS code. So I have opened a new window, and I will close this. Okay, this one is already okay. Now what I will do, I will go to my desktop where I have kept it, the YouTube videos, and we have social network. I will click on OK. So we have opened our project here. So now let us try to understand what is package.json. Package.json is nothing but it contains the information about the different packages. It means like that is present in the node modules. Okay. Now I know that there is a problem that you cannot find the node module, so you don't know what is a node modules. So let us show you what is a node modules here. But before that, let me show you this. That this is a package.json consists of certain keys and certain values. Now, what actually does these keys and these values means? Name. So this will be your project name, or this will be your application name. That is, it means like we are using social network as our application name. So this is my application name here. Then we have a version. So this is 0.0.0 private true. What does this private mean? Actually, this private prevents from auto publishing of your packages in npm.js. Okay, then we have scripts. So in this you can define your own scripts here. Like we have a start script that is being defined here. So right now it means it works certain like this. Clear it. Let us do one thing. Open the terminal here itself, so it will be easier for you to understand. Okay. Now we have this. So basically, this script means you have to type npm space start. Right now, when I am going to type this, it is going to throw me an error. Like when I am typing npm start, so it is throwing me an error. Uh, the reason is quite simple, because we have certain dependencies that is being used here, but that dependencies is absent while running the application. Okay, because we haven't installed those dependencies here. Okay, so we will install the dependencies, but uh, yeah, so we are going to install the dependencies, but before that I would like to go through some files, some basic things about these all package.json and all. So we have dependencies here. What is this dependencies? This is basically a dependency that is being used in my application. Okay, so it maintains a library, it maintains a list of the dependencies. Now we have these all dependencies that is being used by express framework. Okay, earlier it was body parser also, but I think that they have removed the body parser from here. So we have the list of dependencies, like we have cookie parser, then we have debug, then we have express hbs, then we have http error and morgan. So we have the different it means like dependencies that is being used in the project. So how can we install the dependencies? And I want you to just look at here, you will find some changes right now. Okay, to install the dependencies, we have to type npm I. I stands for install. You can either type the entire word, that is install, or you can use the short form, that is npm I, in order to install the dependencies. So when you hit the enter, what will happen, that a folder will be generated here named node modules, that will consist of these list of dependencies. Okay, so I'm typing npm I right now. So it is, it means like you cannot find the changes there, but once I will type the refresh, so we can see that there is two file that has been created, that is package lock.json, and we have node modules. Although we have this much dependencies only, but we will find that there is a lot of folder that is present in the node modules. What is the reason? It means like we have body parser as well, we have basic auth, we have array, but these all is not present here. Then why these all has been installed? If we look at any of these, it means like if we will see that we have a cookie parser. So I will open just a cookie parser here. We have cookie parser. So we can see that there is another package.json that is present there, so which is dependent on certain another. It means like which have certain dependencies as well. That it is dependent on cookie and it is dependent on cookie signature. So similarly, so it is installing the cookie signature here. Okay, and it is installing the cookie as well. So the dependencies is also dependent on certain dependencies. So it is going to install all the particular dependencies. Okay, now package.json just package lock.json just consists of all the structure of the dependencies that is present. Like we have body parser, so it will consist of list of all the dependencies that is present in the node modules in the certain tree structure with the details about the dependencies. Like we have dependencies, and we have except. So if you will see in our node modules, we have excepts as our first dependencies. It will also return the version of the expect accepts, then resolve, then we have integrity requires, and meme type negotiate. It will actually consist of all the means like details about the dependencies that is present in the node modules. Now coming to the JavaScript file. So I will open the app.js file. So in app.js file, so this is our app.js file. So let us try to understand everything about the app.js file. Why it is not getting colored? Yeah. So there are certain dependencies. We import those dependencies using the require keyword. It means like we are using the require in order to import the dependencies from the node modules. Okay, we don't go, it means like in details in depth about dependencies here. So only we have to know that how can we import those dependencies. So here we will use the require keyword to import the dependencies that we want. Okay, now, so after we have imported all the dependencies, like we have cookie parser, logger, path, express, creator. So these all has been assigned within a variable and is imported here. Okay, we have imported the more than cookie parser and path, express, HTTP errors. No. Now we have a router. We will come into it that what actually this is doing. Okay. So first of all, run the application. So as I have told you earlier that like suppose we are in the package.json, we can see that we have a start here which will read the node bin www. So I will type the command npm start. So once we start our application npm start, you have to directly move to uh, local host and port number 3000. So we can see that there is express, welcome to express. So this means that we have successfully installed the express framework, and we are ready to create a project in the express. Okay, so how actually this page is showing here? Simple. This page is showing through certain like this. First of all, it will read what is the URL here. The URL, if there is nothing, then there is slash. Okay, if there is nothing, then there is slash. So it will open the main file, that is app.js. There it will see that what actually is the URL slash, then what actually it is using. It is using index router. So this index router is coming from routes slash index file. So route slash index.js file. Here we can see that we have slash here, and there is function request response next. So now what we are going to do here is, like, it is rendering the index file from the views. So it is reading views and it is rendering this index.js. We have h1 title, welcome to title. So in index, what is title? So we are sending the data in index with title as express. So it is showing us this particular page. It means express, welcome to express. Okay, so I hope that routing is clear. Even if it is not clear, then I will create the it means like an application, or I will try to create some REST APIs. There you can understand that how can we create a routes. Okay, even if it is not clear, I am going to show you how to create the REST APIs and all in details. Okay, so let's conclude this video here only, and in the next video I will show you how to create a REST API. Initially we will create a GET request, then we will create a POST request, then put, patch and everything out there. So, and delete as well. So we will create everything in details, and we will go through everything in details. We will use the Postman in order to show you what the REST API is returning and all. Yeah, so that is the future stuff. In the next video I'm going to show you all those things. Okay, that's it guys. So subscribe my videos in order to, it means like I will keep posting the videos whenever I will be free. It means like mostly on weekends. So thank you guys.